Hey there, Virgo. It's Maggie from Moon Directed. This would be for Virgo Moon, Virgo Sun, Virgo Rising. Trying a little different thing here. We're going to do a monthly reading using not just the energy of the moon, but the Earth, Mercury, Venus, and Mars. Those are the inner planets. They move a little quicker and change a lot within a month, and so I thought we'd give it a shot and just see what happens. And so I'm going to start the conversation starter from the moon and from the Earth, and then we'll just proceed forward from there and see how it goes. Lots of things happening this month. Uranus moves into Taurus on the 6th of March, and there's the new moon the same day, and the day before Mercury goes retrograde, and we're already in the shadow. And so Mercury rules Virgo, and so you might notice it. You're an earth sign, it might not be too much. You might actually find that it helps you, because what we have here is the end of a tough cycle approaches. So it could be that during retrograde is an opportunity to just kind of go over it again and take a look at the cycle and review your cycle. Like, you'll know what that tough cycle is, something that's been going on that's not been good, that you've been working on, or maybe it's a relationship, maybe it's a job, maybe it's a family situation. I don't know what it is, right? Everybody's going to be a little different. Nobody's chart's the same. But when you look at your life and you go, this tough cycle I've been in, this is your chance to like look at it and say, okay, what was my responsibility? And what was just what happened, and there's nothing I could have done about that anyways. And then the part that was your responsibility, how can you do better? Because we can never, okay, nobody's tougher on themselves than a Virgo, but you can't fix anyone but yourself. I'm sure you figured that out by now. It can be frustrating at times, like if they would just whatever, but they don't. You can't make them. All you can do is adapt. And so instead of maybe what you need to do is adjust how you your expectation level of other people, and maybe just by doing that, then you can relax a little, and maybe that helps the situation. And you have to have faith in your dreams. So if there's something that you've been really wanting to do, but you've been kind of stuck in this cycle that's been kind of tough, and you haven't been able to work toward your dreams because you've been finishing this up, then I have a feeling, just hang in there. Hang on to the dreams. Don't let them go. It's, it's going to be okay. Pisces is, you just had that full moon. So Pisces is your 7th house of partnerships and stuff, and you're in opposition. And I don't think opposition is the right way to look at it. It's more like yin-yang energy. It's kind of like you balance each other. And so this month with Mercury being there, I think you're really going to notice it. I do. But I think you can notice it in a very, whereas the water sign's going to be like, oh my gosh, what's going on? I like everything's difficult. I think because it's yin and yang, you're going to be standing back and looking and going, okay, I'm going over this stuff, but I can see it's at the end of the cycle, and this isn't so bad. You have specialization and renewal, an RE word. So, you're at the end of a tough cycle. I think part of this renewal will be renewing yourself. Like resting up and taking care of yourself. And the specialization, take a look around your life and where do you have a skill that nobody else really has? Like, how can you take your best skill and maybe study some more on it, or do some research, or review it a little bit, because we are in that Mercury retrograde, so we're a good time to go over things. And so maybe you can push things forward in a different way, right? And so that's an opportunity there for you too. All right, so Mercury also rules. Mercury also rules Gemini. But in the way it rules you, I'm going to cover you first. And the way it rules Virgo is the spiritual communication that you have. The ability to seek knowledge, like through research and studying and traveling. So it's an opportunity to resolve some conflict. that you have going on. That says conflict. I want another card, so I'm taking it because I can do that. Oh, you have dreams. Okay, so maybe maybe it's that you want to do something, this specialization or this renewal. Maybe there's things you want to do, but you've put them on hold because of the situation that's been a tough cycle, and so you feel a conflict of interest right now. But I think you should have faith in your dreams. I think it's going to be okay. It just needs a little more time. Don't lose track of your dreams. Hang on to them. You know, you can plan, right? So a dream is a wish, a hope, or whatever, but it becomes a goal when you start taking concrete steps and planning for it. So maybe having faith in your dreams, right? This one says have faith in your dreams, and this one's dreams. So the things that you really want, start writing it down and getting ready and looking for information and researching, because you have truth be told. You have truth be told. And so that's in the Gemini communication sector of people around you. Talk to people, your family, your friends, communicate with yourself, internet. Get some information so that you can help bring these dreams into reality. With everything going on in Pisces is all about the dreams and the spirituality and them being out there and going over them again. So try to lasso your dreams and pull them down to earth, you know, so that you can, when Mercury starts moving into Aries, which is the action planet, and then Taurus, which is stability, practicality, you can actually bring the stuff in and make it happen. So don't lose track of your dreams. And then Venus. Venus is Capricorn on March 1st, but moves into Aquarius that same day. And Aquarius is an air sign. Oh my goodness. Is an air sign. So we have the earth and the air, but Venus in Taurus is about stability and self-worth and self-esteem and financial stability. And when it's in Libra, it's about balance and relationships and finding the balance between work and life. And it's in your second house. Libra is your second house of self-esteem, self-value, self-worth, and financial security. So I feel like there's a lot more emphasis on how relationships this month will be affecting your sense of self-esteem and your financial stability. And so you have releasing allegiances. So who in your life do you need to let go of to allow something new? And you have against the grain. So this conflict thing that you're feeling here, this could be with you thinking, I can't just walk away from somebody, you know, but maybe you need to. Maybe you need to let something go. Maybe that's the end of this tough cycle, is you releasing somebody so that you can hang on to the dreams of what you really wanted for your life. You know, so that you can get to where you want to go. When we have Heaven Sent and the Legacy of Life, and both light, and both of these are about listening to your intuition. And again, that is that Mercury in Virgo aspect, that spiritual connection. And so even though this is in Venus, your self-esteem, your self-value, your self-worth, that kind of information is going to be communicated to you through your higher self, through spirit. And so really focus in on that and listen to that and see where it takes you. You know, this is a dream journal. This is a good month for you to journal. Okay, first off, Mercury rules communication. And so communicate with spirit through writing. And don't use the computer. When you physically write, pen to paper, that flow that happens, that is real connection and communication with spirit. And so don't neglect that opportunity. I'm going to get you a little financial advice here from the Angel of Abundance, because first off, and just in general, because of this whole Venus and being a Taurus card, but especially with it falling in Libra, you know, with Libra in your second house, this is doubly important to you. And so even though we haven't been talking about this seems like we're talking about self-esteem and self-worth. And the truth be told, like communicating your truth and listening for other people's truth. Like, what are they telling you? Like, is it real or not? It's hard to tell when Mercury's in retrograde, so pay attention. Pay really close attention. to the communications that you're receiving and looking for what's real and what's not. The good news is you have a raiser of promotion coming. Now, this could be a raiser of promotion of your self-esteem. You can give that to yourself. Right? You decide, I'm worth it. That's a raiser of promotion. It could be financial. Absolutely. I'm running out of room here. We're just going to put it right there. It could be financial. It feels like it's you raising up yourself in your own eyes and saying, you know what? I'm so much better than this situation. Like this cycle is going to end because I've decided it's going to end. And that's a really good thing. So it could be like self-promotion, right? You promote yourself. Mars is in Taurus, and Taurus is, Mars is the action planet, and Taurus is about practical steps and creating an action plan that is legit, right? And that's a very comfortable aspect for all that energy for you in the first place. It doesn't get into Gemini until the 31st. And so you're being asked to awaken ancient wisdom. Okay, again, I don't know how many different ways they're going to tell you that you need to be listening to your higher self. If you haven't figured it out by now, I feel like they're banging you in the head with a mallet going, listen to your higher self. Listen to your higher self. I don't know what to say to you. There's some kind of a conflict that you are having that can be resolved by you placing yourself in the position of value. Right? I know you're not a big fan of conflict. But sometimes you have to be willing to stand up for yourself, and it creates wow, so you have power and balance. It creates a little bit of anxiety in you when you stand up for yourself, but I think you need to. Because if you don't, you can't achieve that sense of balance. So by standing up for yourself, by believing in your dreams, by believing in yourself and your value and your self-worth, that's where you create the balance. Libra is about balance, and Venus is about balance. And Venus is, she's trying to communicate that to you, sitting where she is. So, wow. Okay. And in case you didn't know that this whole reading was about relationship balance and you standing up for yourself and everything, the last card says relationship balance. I can make this stuff up, but this is so much more fun. Okay, so to recap, Virgo, your month is about relationship balance and your sense of self-worth, and promote yourself, right? You are ending a tough cycle if you believe in your dreams and you believe in your sense of self and who you are, and go for what you want. And listen. Listen to your higher self, your higher knowledge, the wisdom coming in, and listen to what people are saying. Because there's truth in there, but it might not be in their words. It might be in what they're not saying, or what you actually know to be true against what they are saying. Okay? All right, Virgo, I will see you back here for the weeklies. And let me know what you think of this. Leave me a comment. I love constructive criticism. I really do, because this is new and I would really like to know what you think. I'm going to be here for the full moon, the new moon. I'll do the weeklies, and I will see you later. And I'm going to put over here the year ahead in case you didn't get a chance to review that. Oh, review that. Another RE word. Okay. All right, you take care. Have a great month, and stand up for yourself. You're worth it. Believe in yourself. I believe in you. All right.